What is going on, guys? This is Will with Floors Lawn Service coming at you guys with another video for today. First and foremost, I want to give you guys a big thank you for tuning into this one, clicking on the video and sticking around to watch it. I hope your businesses are doing good. I hope you guys are holding on. These couple last months, winter is always a tough time for people in the lawn service business, but hopefully you guys are prevailing and want to make this video for those of you who are thinking about starting a lawn service company or have perhaps just started it and you're looking for ways to expand and grow that said company. So, this video, I am going to be talking about the best 6 ways to market and advertise your business to get more clients in 2024. Now, there are dozens and dozens of different ways that you can market and advertise a business, but I'm going to be giving you guys the ones that have best worked for me and will probably be working best for you. So, stick around and watch this one. Um, let's go ahead and get started with number 6. I'm going to give you guys least to most effective, right? So number 6 is gonna have to be good old Craigslist. I know what you're thinking. Craigslist? What? Is Craigslist still around? Yes, Craigslist is still around, and Craigslist is still popular with a lot of people. Now, Craigslist is a website, kind of like it's OG of Marketplace. It's a website where you can list things for sale, buy things, and also list services. Now, the great thing about Craigslist for me is back when I started doing this was my number one way to advertise. Now, all it takes is $5. You can post an ad online. You can post different pictures. You can post a description about yourself, about your company. The great thing about Craigslist is, from the times that I did it, I got customers every time I posted an ad. So, what does this mean? I would post an ad maybe once a week, and I think that's how I gained my first 10 clients from Craigslist. Now, bad thing about Craigslist, I'm going to be honest with you, is the people that are going to call you from there tend to be very low balling clients. What does that mean? It means the guy that wants a 25, 30, $35 cut. Now, if you are just starting off and you're just trying to get the ball rolling, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you're just starting off and you're just trying to get the ball rolling, you might be able to do 25, 30, $35 for a cut. Now, I wouldn't suggest it, but you got to do what you got to do to get started. So, just be mindful of that. If you do get calls from there, it's going to be people trying to get the best. People trying to get the lowest price. And just remember, down the road, those people are not going to be your ideal clients if you continue to grow this business. But like I said, Craigslist is very solid. It's going to get you phone calls. It's going to get you clients. Again, be wary of scammers on there. There's a lot of scammers, but that's number 6 for me. Number 5, fifth best way to market and advertise your business this year is going to be good old door hangers, like the ones I have here. Now, this also includes door hangers, business cards, flyers, postcard, anything where you have to go out and pass things door to door. Now, you might be asking, why is this so low on my list when a lot of these bigger companies, this is their bread and butter. This is the way they advertise and market most of the time. I am going to be honest with you guys. The amount of money, time, and effort it takes to pass out these can be put to better use doing some of the other things that I'm going to mention later on here. But if you decide to go this route, just remember it is a numbers game. So your callback ratio for door hangers is about 1 to 2%. So what does that mean? It means if you want to get 10 clients, you should be passing out about at least 1,000 door hangers, right? 1,000 door hangers is usually going to lead you to 10 clients. Now, that doesn't sound too bad, except when you start to break things down. You have to get these things designed. I do not suggest going on Vistaprint and using their templates. That looks very generic. People don't like the way those look. And you look like a rookie when you have things like that. So if you decide to go with something like this, please get somebody to design these professionally. Again, this is what I use. These are not the best, but it gets the job done. Second thing you have to do is you have to pay for the amount of flyers that you're going to be passing out. Now, again, I don't recommend anything under 1,000. So if you are going to order something, order at least 1,000, maybe 2, maybe 5, maybe 10 if you have the budget for it. And then the third thing is the time it takes to pass these out. Now, again, if you're passing out 1,000 flyers, just imagine the amount of time that's going to take you. I mean, that's going to take you maybe a couple of days just to pass all these flyers out. Now, you can pay for the post office to kind of just mail out postcards for you, but that is a lot more expensive. So, again, this is an effective way to market. It's going to get you clients. Just remember, it is a numbers game. But I want to kind of show you guys different options that are going to generate you a lot more business with a lot less time, money, and effort. Okay. So the fourth best way to market and advertise your business is Facebook and Instagram. These kind of go hand in hand. The good thing about Facebook is you can go on there, make a profile, upload a couple pictures, get some reviews, and you can start advertising your services on there. There are options on Facebook where you can create an ad and filter it to a certain demographic. So what does that mean? It means you can filter it to people within a certain age range. So for example, you wouldn't want this ad to be popping up in front of an 18-year-old just because most 18-year-olds are not homeowners. So there are different options on there where you can filter it by age, you can filter it by um, just the region in which they live. So, for example, again, if you have a very low income area down here, probably don't want your ads being shown in front of those people just because those people probably just won't have the budget for your services. Lawn care is a luxury service, believe it or not. Most people do not have $50 to pay you every single week. It's a luxury. So you are going to want to filter that ad by certain demographics, by the amount of money they make, and whatnot. So that's a good thing about that. So that's number four, Facebook slash Instagram. Now, the third best way to market and advertise your business is going to be Nextdoor. Now, what is Nextdoor? Nextdoor is an app where you can find out what's going on in your neighborhood. Nextdoor neighborhood. Okay, so again, just like Facebook, you could get on there, create a profile, create a listing, upload pictures, upload reviews from different customers, and you can start advertising. Just like Facebook, you can create certain ads for certain demographics, certain people in certain areas. That's a great thing about that. Another great thing about Nextdoor is it tends to be a lot more intimate with the people on there just because they are people within your subdivision. So if somebody finds you on there, you are most likely to be trusted in a way just because you live close by. I really don't know how to explain it, but that's exactly what it is. If you're able to get on there, these are people that live, within maybe a 10-minute radius from you. And if you get a couple clients to start speaking about you on that app, it kind of gets the ball rolling for more and more customers to call you. Nextdoor has been very, very good to me. Now, the second best way to market and advertise your business is good old yard signs. Yard signs, also known as bandit signs. Now, be very careful if you do decide to go this route. They're called bandit signs for a reason. In a lot of areas, they can be illegal. I know here where I live, it's. I found out the hard way. I got fined $200 for every single yard sign that I put out for Christmas light installation. Right, so be very careful if you're going to do this. But I will say, the success of yard signs is extremely high. I want to give you guys a quick example. I put out 100 signs for Christmas light installations, and from about early November to early December, we generated upwards of like $15,000. And the only thing we did were yard signs. Now that's Christmas light installations. I've done this for lawn service landscaping. There was a neighborhood about a year ago that I was trying to get into really, really bad. It was a new construction. It was very close to my home. So I went out and I put maybe a dozen of these yard signs. And basically, what you want to do is you want to put them in all the exits of the neighborhood. So, for example, here where I live, it's four streets that allow you to exit the neighborhood. And what you want to do is place one at the stop sign when you leave, and then one when you're going inside. Right, that way you see it when you come out and you see it when you're going in, and then you cover all the exits. Well, from those 12 yard signs, I got about I think it was 18, those 16 to 18 customers within 2 months, and that was my tightest route that I have ever got, just because they were all within that same subdivision. They were all 5 minutes away from each other. Most of them were just down the road from each other, really. So yard signs slash bandit signs, they're going to work. If you guys want to order them, Order them by the pack of at least 100. You want to put these out all across these neighborhood subdivisions. The company I use is called UZ Marketing. Now, this company is based out of Houston, Texas. It's here where I live, but they do ship all across the country. These are the cheapest yard signs that you're going to find. Trust me, I've looked all over the place. So again, it's UZ Marketing. If you live here in Houston like I do, you can actually go and pick them up and save yourself. You can get them like the same day, and it's also a lot cheaper because you'll save on shipping and handling. So yard signs, go do it. Now, the one that you guys have been waiting for, the best way to market and advertise your lawn care company this season is Google. Now, this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Google is the leading search engine when it comes to basically everything. Think about the last time you looked for either a restaurant, a store, some type of service, anything really that you want to do. Most people tend to kind of just look at Google for the answer. So, what you want to do on Google is create something called a Google My Business. It's a profile where you're able to, just like the ones previously mentioned, you're able to create a profile that includes your photos, your information, a website, and reviews. I am going to be very honest with you guys. Google has gotten extremely strict about what businesses can be on their website. What I would recommend is you filing your paperwork, whether it's an LLC, a sole prop, a DBA, doing business as whatever route you want to take. Please get your business legitimate. Please file it with the state, with your county, whatever you have to do. If you want to be on Google, you're going to have to register your business and you're going to have to show proof of that business. They're going to ask you for that paperwork. They're going to ask you for proof of your truck, your equipment, your tools, your mowers. And they're also going to ask you for proof of address. Basically, they want to see that you are running this business out of where you say you're running it out of. Okay. This is good and bad. It's bad for a lot of you guys who are kind of just wanting to do this on the side. Maybe you just want to cut a couple lawns on the weekend because you won't be able to get onto Google. But it's also good for a lot of people who are running these legitimate businesses because they won't be having to compete with these people who are not legit, who don't have their paperwork, who aren't paying their taxes, who are not running legitimate businesses. So it's a good and bad, just depending on what the way you want to see it. But if you are able to create a Google My Business account, guys, the amount of phone calls you're going to get, the amount of workload that you're going to be getting every single day is just mind blowing. During the spring rush for me here, it's very common for me to get 10 of 20 calls every single day. Just people asking for different things, lawn mowing, mulching, fertilizing, stuff like that. And, I am a solo operator. So, I'm doing most of the work and I am answering these phone calls, sending out invoices. And sometimes it gets to the point where it's too much to handle just due to the amount of work that is coming in. Nowadays, I get 95% of all my leads from Google. That's where most of the people find my info and they call me. Just make sure you're able to have enough pictures on your profile, have enough reviews. You want at least a dozen reviews on there, and you want these reviews to be good reviews with at least a 4.5 rating. Anything under that, it's really going to hurt you. A lot of people tend to base their decisions off of reviews. So that's it, guys. Google My Business is number one. I can't tell you guys enough great things about Google. The fact that, like I mentioned, I get 10 to 15 calls by doing absolutely nothing. This is all very generic. I don't pay for a single ad on Google. This is because I rank amongst the highest here in my service area. But Google also has the option of paying for ads. So just like I mentioned with Facebook and Nextdoor, you're able to pay for ads to be put in front of certain individuals. If maybe you don't have an SEO ranking, you could go that route and pay for those ads. But if you do get to a point where you rank within the top three of your company, just be prepared for the workload. It's a lot. It's the best way really that I have found to market with minimal effort, minimal money, and very minimal time. So that's it for this, guys. These are the 6 best ways to market and advertise your business. Please leave a comment down below what other things you've done and what your return rate is for those things. Please comment down below if you guys agree with some of these or if you disagree with them. Remember, guys, you don't have to agree with everything that everybody says on here. Remember to always take the things that are going to work for you and discard the things that maybe are not going to work for you. So leave a comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.